Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty. But there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side, increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of Iziz. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world.
been a while since you've docked here, hey? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. You are human. Your face looks... never mind. It must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone. Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. It's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoints are everywhere. Could be. And our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly if I were your friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse. There's strict food and water rationing. And General Vaclu's troops have been very thorough in finding Republic dissidents. Bombing's very common. If you want to leave the planet, you need... Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the starport. You again? You don't need to see me if you want to leave the city. Once you get to the starport...
General Vaclu was an underground resistance leader during the Mandalorian occupation. He's
Fair winds to you, Offworlder. Is it too much to hope that you are a Telosian merchant? These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered, but now... They have been kept in their cages for a long time, but yet into it, I feel as if something else is affecting them, frightening them. Perhaps it is the city itself. Iziz has fallen upon dark times, and tensions run high in the streets. Calm. What? Run! The bomber is out of control! I don't know what to say. I heard stories, but I assumed that they were fledgling riders. Or simply tales that grow in the telling. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. Here, I give you these credits for the danger I put you in. I am so sorry for insulting you with my offering. Here is more. Again, I apologize.
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on Iziz? I don't think your business is any concern of mine.
We must schedule a time for you to teach me how to use such a power. I would, of course, compensate you for such instruction.
While you're at it, tell him to forget he ever saw us. Could be useful.
Not only is your business not my concern, I can't seem to remember why I'm holding you up. You're right. My questions are needless and only waste your time. Forgive me. You're free to go. Don't lose your starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for Iziz Com.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, ma'am, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. I'm just a journalist, not a spy.
A warrant. General Vaklu passed an edict giving the military broad authority to detain and question anyone suspected of treasonous activity. It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave Iziz or go underground.
This is just because I try and expose the web of lies that...
Enough out of you! Perhaps this traitor is more of an agent provocateur, sent by the Republic to sow dissent in our ranks. Men, let's take this spy away. Another word out of you and we can make the trip very uncomfortable.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an open starport visa?
You have the look of someone used to adversity. A cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths? It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open starport visa. You won't find a better deal. I only know of one person who might offer something comparable. and what's going on there is illegal. I'm a legitimate trader, so there's no risk. There's only one thing ultimately more important than money, and that's your life. She's trouble, I wouldn't deal with her. I want nothing to do with her. If you want to get involved with that sort of person, you'll have to figure it out on your own.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right? You are? Wait, this is not so. You think to make a joke on Gagarin? But this is good news. You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here. General Vaklu is concerned about well-armed insurgents. They've had to get arms from somewhere. Not from me, of course, but all sales of weapons have been severely restricted. I can only sell to off-worlders like you that have the proper clearance. And now off-worlders can't come here because of the blockade and searches, but it's a wise policy. Of course, soldiers are only doing their job. Even if it puts me out of business, I am happy. Even if I'm forced to live off scraps in the street, I am so happy to do my part. Long live General Vaklu! Oh, everything's great here. We're all very happy. So very happy. Large variety of weapons. My stock is very good. You might want to buy some before the general decides he needs more blasters. Then weapon merchants like myself have the honor of providing them to him at a substantial discount, even below what it costs us. We do it happily, or else.
Or else what, Gag?
Or else we are very unhappy at not being able to do our part.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia.
Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Let's be the first world to take our future into our hands. Are you with me?
Exactly. That is all we ask. Close to 2/3 of Onderonians want to reclaim our independence, to isolate ourselves from the ravages of the Republic, to relive our golden age when we answered to no Senate.
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier, but I'll keep my peace. For now.
If I speak more right now, the soldiers will arrest me. Perhaps they...
These are dangerous times. People like Ponlar aren't making it any easier.
Unnecessary observation. You are eliminating many of us Jedi, but such actions only delay the inevitable. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation, and bring about the termination of hostilities. Systems failing, Master.
rumor I've heard is that you don't fully agree with our queen and her supporters. If you aren't adverse to Queen Talia stepping down, we could use your help. It would be quite worth your while. I am a strong supporter of General Vaclu. The merchant quarter is an important area, not only financially but strategically as well. It is one of the few districts that is directly connected to the royal palace. The Queen and her advisors are well aware of this and have ensured that the captains here are extremely loyal to her. This presents complications for Vaclu. If you could arrange for them to be removed from their command, you would be richly compensated. You can't attack them directly. The entire city would be after you if you assaulted their checkpoints. You may have to be subtle and patient. They don't have to be killed, just removed from command. There's Galisi at the starport. Riken commands from the turret tower, and Bastuco guards the entrance to the Skyramp. All loyal, and all need to be reassigned. He's the most junior of the captains. His superior, Captain Sulio, met with an accident. I believe you're familiar with that. Besides his strong loyalty to the Queen, I know next to nothing about him. He sometimes frequents the local cantina when he isn't at his post. He's been responsible for the merchant quarter for years. He's been chastised repetitively for his criticism of General Vaclu. His years of service won't protect him if he continues to subvert the chain of command. He has received several warnings. With a nudge, he just may get a dishonorable discharge. A true veteran, years of honorable service, completely dedicated to the Queen. Sadly, I think he's more on our side than the Queen's. But he's an old soldier that can't adapt to today's complex situation. Regardless of what the best interests of Onderon are, he won't swerve from executing the Queen's misguided decrees. Persuasion may be ineffective. Take this military security card. It can be used to slice into security terminals. Perhaps you'll find solutions there. About what? For each task you complete, I am prepared to pay you 2,500 credits. Plus you will earn the favor of some powerful people. We could make your job much easier here.
We should try to get General Vaclu to be on our side. He has a shrewd mind and is far more fit for command. Queen Talia is young, too idealistic. A veteran leader is what this planet needs, and would make a better ally. Vaclu is no fool. Even if we've had disagreements in the past, he'll recognize how advantageous an alliance could be between us.
Wanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalitwa. Shanek ma winbok lelen poso baramwe.
Dahupa o sakurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wachiyaki yukito tune. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma.
Mogachi norta hirembe wanachi. Kati mogo krab. Drum pabanakaras mangla. Kalalava dumba kumpaile mokata.
Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata.
Twaracho monsincho mento barawamba. Machidos. Anches klilim sol nidi machunachi.
Moloda nawinki sa toma no kamarundisi makaranti. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tapos nanhansata.
Banyin sokokran, mogachi norkata. Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalifa. Shanek ma winbok lelen koso baramwe.
Kawanabota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tapos nanhansata. Gavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalifa. Shanek ma winbok lelen koso baramwe.
Variki, mankra, do cha skrini do pat. Slime non quairiti, criscorcia windisi mesoto. Kawanabota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tapos nanhansata.
Dawancha mori konsova. Mawani dinchori kitsodu sobarenwa. Dorjine soba wata.
Unta chivita inka kikraya na chawanga kone. Muliurawa iberendia tia Vishnu nunga se. Utadira mat mandrakotu sa minaringadin.
Wanta sot, Jun sombo barampa.
Kawanabota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tapos nanhansata. Kawanabota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tapos nanhansata.
There has been a serious accident here. The sky ramp is closed to all personnel pending an investigation. Leave, now!
There was an alert over by the sky ramp earlier. I hope it's settled now.
I won't remain silent any longer. The Republic has actively attacked us. They attack our spaceships unprovoked. What next? An invasion? Perhaps they seek to conquer us. Will you stand idly by? Will you let them bomb our city? No! If Queen Talia is so removed that she won't do what the people so clearly want, then we must show her. With force!
That's it, Ponlar. We're taking you in. You've gone too far.
Brothers and sisters, let us rise up now and march to the palace. Our will cannot be denied.
That's right! Death to the Queen! Death to the rise! Grab arms! We will march!
Contributing to urban destabilization is a dangerous endeavor. Your hypothesis may be correct. A momentary fluctuation for a greater goal is acceptable.
The Off-Worlder joins us! Let's fight these rats! The
You're back to visit me. I've heard the news. One captain has been removed. 2 to go. Here are the credits we talked about. There's twice as much waiting for you if you do what is being asked.
Nachara, Granacha, Ganapiso, Toto, Andokani, Terando Noshmi Wanapoto, Rakichi Sa, Donacinto Norokipa Shakani, Rakichi Sa, Donacinto Norokipa Shakani, Dakosha, Nichopo, Ponta Chacorso Laman, Gotashjuna Rananashani, Visitisa Chono, Jumkarantaka, Chonaborawe, Kakiya, Bahasan Shan, Ponka Kilikun.
Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here. A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them. It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to. If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits. You look like an off-worlder. My name's Galisi. I'm a checkpoint captain at the merchant quarter. If you're here for Juma juice, it's not that good, but at least it's cheap. I don't think Bith have the same sense of taste we do. Long day, as always. Sulio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job. We stand at the checkpoints all day long. It gets hot out there and my feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge and everybody's problems are mine. So I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. Let me tell you, there are a lot of sad stories out there. She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now. The same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did it, but someone's got to take the blame. I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon's convenient. They don't want to find the real murderer. Sulio was murdered, maybe even assassinated. I might be a little paranoid. I have a wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab my family and take the first shuttle out of here.
What do you want? Not really, I just started here. I have to get back to work. Now, what did you order? I'll just guess.
This room is reserved, off-worlder. Right when I thought you were boring, you gone and got interesting. Go on. Sorry, not with a guard captain. That's the death mark there. That I can do. All I need to know is who and whether or not you got 500 credits. With those two, we can do some business. Pleasure doing business with you. He's right over there, isn't he? Just wait a little while.
How can I help you?
We need a word with you outside. Let's take a walk. Someplace quiet.
Now wait just a moment.
I hear your daughter just turned 4, is it? Good age. And a pretty young wife. Don't make this hard, Gilisi. I just want to talk.
All right, let's go.
You can't be the one that fought all those bounty hunters. Only some sort of crazed Wookiee could pull that off.
There's got to be something you need. Something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixonia crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable. I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One open starport visa. No visa, no crystal. Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied with your payment, I'll let you switch it for something else. I don't want to cross a Jedi. It's a small universe. I don't really care about the trouble that's behind you or ahead of you. We have exactly one thing we can talk about. Starport visas. Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it. You have an honest face. I will answer your question. I need to transport permacrete explosives for the exchange. They're going to use it to take care of some competition and some local authorities. Permanently.
Donos Imaraki, Wanara Chi Drunka sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rachata. Dawacho Singu Poindorakawa, Ichirendu Oparama Kawana Abawasi. Lukroren when Mapusiti Nolara. Bomabe want to susitu Mukarata. To Estreptonata de Mabajokto. Torenibu Inturata Sisi Naborokra. In Wamago, May Rangana Noruja. Bomabe want to susitu Mukarata. To Estreptonata de Mabajokto. Torenibu Inturata Sisi Naborokra. Febko Mariam Kawata Sipo Insula Rakarakachaka. Tamaso Kinchuda Waka. Lopiguna Wala Sichukoratawa. Loka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi. Du Rantamana Sobu. Bomabe want to susitu Mukarata. To Estreptonata Bear Maba Jokto. Torenibu Inturata Sisi Naborokra. Febko Mariam Kawata Sipo Insula Rakarakachaka. Tamaso Kinchuda Waka. Lopiguna Wala Sichukoratawa.
Sommogo dosi sheba dente school mostovi gitiraч, pictarishan, bram taban soju. Da come just mak miki baranyeto soso rika chodin wana magravia koko. Yatuka wan rika chodin wani maurata wakata
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Iziz?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Iziz. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have her watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
Yeah?
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you? We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the Starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing him. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. Stay out of trouble.
Malampro tarawanti casa samcha barda guatasha kontia chama umbrada tiwas. Kawana bota yuta tanga kanyamatura. Tayaita tabosanan hansata. Chune mulera. Tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Tancha nik mawimbo granda. Mungachino ta imbrei wanachiki drumba bangwa kontichano munka kavadumba ruswaka tayamukata kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura tayaita tabosanan hansata chone murlera tonkinge bano jansaka tancha ni de mawimbo granda mi bilan. Gavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Gavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Takometa playa justinga miki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la kingo mulara kichi puta grasa kisha.
Kotor oranda manatandi kroto. Mopinuna wala si jinsi wano bosh. Nujka wala si ju rana papangakan. Mopitawa josi mukchuto. Tanto todos tumukarata. Miranga noroto. Dosi mana rachata. Kroto no randa manatandi kroto. Mopinuna wala si jinsi wano bosh. Sukrema sukun ratungala. Merontono junsa raka roto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo ratamana so. Krotono randa manatandi roto. Mopiluna wala si jinsi wano bosh.
Nita manja yuma lorda wata no sanastika. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta hosananansata. Da upa ko sakurata ko jujutu yoki. Hiata yamba wajiatu yukito tune. Ento meshmi paju. Watamincha yokolundoado nukulabirawa tines un soto.
Do you have a visa yet? I'm still paying very well for it. Some unique items you won't get anywhere else, including a lightsaber crystal. I had faith you'd get hold of one. I've always been good at spotting talent. I've got big plans for it.
Our prices are well above the market's average. Always sell high. You would make an excellent droid.
So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick. Here you go. If you aren't satisfied with it, just let me know.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pizzazz? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you? Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? She did? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up! They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit, their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon, but the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pizzazz game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Sulio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Sulio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junkie.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something. Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Have any work that needs to be done? There's something I can help you with?
Need any more work done, just come to me. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. That Biff keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1.8.2. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1.8.2 is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. I might have even bought some.
Droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Your initiative is commendable. This situation presents an economic advantage to us. Will you allow me to assist? Leaving an economic asset vulnerable is a serious error, but it is a windfall to us.
Reinitializing complete. Greetings. Do you have any interest in my goods? That goes against my primary behavior programming. All items must be sold based on the most favorable market conditions. 1.8.2 cannot haggle. This is also a part of my primary behavior matrix. 1.8.2 was built and programmed by Tolos the Trader. 1.8.2 was built to buy droid components for below base cost value and sell components based on most favorable market conditions. Do you have any interest in my goods? Entity Behemoth unknown. I have many serving droid parts. The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits. Thank you for your business.
Kip in the cantina can probably do something with this. We should head back.
Greetings, Master. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Any good finds?
Sorry, I can't talk. I should get home before dark.
Tu, nița mancha yuma lorda wata. Da wancha morichiwa, mufalawa ni bobo wishyo, uma sita, dorjo ni sobawata. Da upa, bosa kurata, go jujutu yoki, hiata yamba wachiaki, yukito tune. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura, tayaita, ta bosana nansata.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura, tayaita, ta bosana nansata.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for bazaar. Foul business, that is. If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Ghent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. We did our job, Offworlder, and an hour or two of meddling on your part gives you no right to say that. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other. You expect me to believe...
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima the bartender can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. But there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime. So what? What matters is who was there first. An eyewitness said he came from his office almost immediately. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. That's not quite right. The recording doesn't show who did it, just the direction the shot came from, which is the opposite direction from Dagon's office.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Ghent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Ghent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Ghent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. Great job, Nico. Without you, I'm pretty sure that the doctor would still be behind bars. And thanks for your legwork, Offworlder.
What were you trying to do, Offworlder? If I hadn't spoken up for Dagon, he'd still be in jail.
If you head over to Dagon Ghent's office, some men will bring him there shortly.
Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. What the hell happened to you anyway? Your face looks like the back end of a dewback. Well, regardless, I owe you and Mandalore one. Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hud's fault. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a master there, I think I know who it is. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those disks because they have some contact information on them. People I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisk has the procedure. But Kel's gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. If you take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him. Have you found the encrypted holodisks yet? I won't be able to get a hold of my contact from the palace without it. I doubt that Mikkel is smart enough to realize how valuable those discs are. So it doesn't need to be done immediately, but the sooner the better.
Stay out of trouble.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for bazaar.
Good job.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. The whole cantina is taken. You should leave. What's it to you? You? And just how do you intend to do that? Those words will be your last.
I'm to die. What's wrong?
Status active.
Wait your turn. I have 3 customers ahead of you.
The hippopotamus for picture. When Tabani
Tonoranda Manakan, Hippo Insula. Tonoranda Manakan, Hippo Insula. Nokta Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi. Duranta Manasobu. In Wamago, Neiranda Noluta.
Ready.
You're back to visit me. So all 3 captains have been removed from their posts. You're quite impressive. Here's the reward I promised. I will let my friends know of your able assistance. I'm certain we can return the favor at some point in the future. You have made a powerful ally, Jedi.
Have you found the encrypted holodisks yet? Great, go in there. With these, I'll check my contacts at the palace. I should be able to get a meeting with your Jedi Master shortly. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. You're dealing with serious politics by contacting them. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in Iziz anymore. Perhaps never. Just let me know if you want to go through with this. Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. That clue is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls the General has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is a disruption in the Force. I must investigate this.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. Head straight to the cantina. You guys should be in there. And no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is a full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
Kavar, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malik during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. I have my ways as well. Why are you here? I imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore. Even an old friend.
You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada, but there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an explanation.
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was saddened, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Iziz. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men, and watch your aim. Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
I must return to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of her. I won't let Kavar escape.
So many organics present. Collateral damage is very likely in this battle.
Stop the fighting! Stop! Sergeant, take care of the witnesses. I'm sorry we had to do that. Appearances have to be maintained, and I'm afraid we don't have much time. You've helped out General Vaklu, and he understands how to show gratitude. We have allies, terrible allies. They want you dead. However, the General believes you could ultimately be an even greater ally. But we have to maintain appearances. Do you understand? I meant no offense. I am sorry. A Sith Lord. No idea of the name. Frankly, we had no idea who we were dealing with at first. And by the time we did, it was too late. What I have told you is true. We only deal with their intermediaries. We know it's a Sith Lord, but little else. We need your help. The General believes we can make a new alliance that will be in both of our interests. Vaklu wants to control all of Onderon, and perhaps more down the road. The Republic's time is nearly over, and strong men like him will rule the age to come. You have shown that you are strong too, and he feels it inevitable that you become a force to be reckoned with. We'd like to ask your assistance in dealing with our ally, the Sith Lord. We have much to offer in return. Eventually, we will attack Queen Talia's palace. Iziz is an ancient city filled with artifacts from our darker past. Some of those might be especially useful to you. Besides, a Sith Lord wants you dead, and an enemy of our enemy. For now, it's simple. We have to act like you're our enemy. When you leave this cantina, my men have orders to kill you. There is no way they could possibly stand up to you, but they don't know that. Leave Iziz, and don't come back until we send a message for you. If the payment I've offered you is insufficient, I assure you General Vaklu himself can offer you a satisfactory deal. You must make a choice. Will you support us, or the Queen?
Vaklu is a political animal, but he has never backed out of a deal. The Sith must have changed their arrangement substantially for him to consider betraying them. You can trust his offer. He's far more capable than Queen Talia is. I think allying with him is the best course. I'll vouch for him. I know him from across a battlefield. That's the best way to learn about someone.
That can easily be arranged. That is also in both of our interests. We have a deal then. Like I told you, the men outside will try to kill you. We will talk later.
Oh!
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on? I understand. Carry on then. But be careful. I could have sworn I heard sword clangs in the West Square. You know what to do. Let's do it! Get her!
I noticed your incident just now. I'm afraid I have nothing more to say. Good luck in your travels.
The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean?
For your auto print, but I'm on duty.
Your visa's been scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away. Things are going crazy in this quarter.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's gonna be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to Iziz for us until the situation changes. A lot.
You again? You don't need to see me if you want to leave this.
Unnecessary observation. You are eliminating many of us Jedi, but such actions only delay the inevitable, annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications, recitation, and bring about the termination of hostilities.